Is a jack-o'-lantern series too on the nose for a New England photographer? I wonder how Moses will react to all this. He's smiling, but you know he feels empty inside. His students don't call him Space Daddy for nothing, no matter how often he tells them not to. Moses should be in his office waiting for our hot chocolate date. I wonder how Moses will react to all that. Your Honor, my head's not in the clouds. It's up in space.
Secrets, corruption, occultism, power. Welcome back to Abraxcast, Caledon's only podcast dedicated to uncovering the hidden underbelly of the Abraxas Society. I'm your host, Loretta Rice. This is episode 4, The Hall of Secrets. It has long been known that Abraxas is no ordinary campus club. It seems to operate by its own rules and logic. Take their recent battle with the administration over housing. The Abraxas House is a Caledon-owned building at the periphery of Lakeport. After the storm, President Owen Teller declared the building uninhabitable and quickly advanced plans to have it condemned. Now, whatever one thinks about the administration's expansion plans, branded Caledon 2.0, university bylaws are very clear that Abraxas students must submit to relocation or risk disciplinary action. But this is not what happened. Instead, students have been returning to the building, squatting in their old rooms, and staging disruptive protests. The planned demolition has been set back indefinitely. Now, my role as a journalist is not to pick sides, but to uncover the truth. And I have come to believe that the reason for Abraxas's peculiar leverage may rest inside the very house they are illegitimately occupying. Sources tell me of a section in the Abraxas house known as the Hall of Secrets. What is contained within it? No one knows. But I'm told it has been passed down for decades and remains very well concealed from even the most senior Abraxas members. It stands to reason that these secrets hold the key to understanding not just Abraxas, but also its peculiar hold over Caledon University. I, your faithful reporter, will not rest until I have uncovered the Hall of Secrets myself and revealed what lies within.
Moses, I'm from the future. I bring dark tidings of... No, too biblical.
I told Dr. Jordan he didn't need to convince me. My own conversations with you were sufficient, not to mention your student ratings. Your intro courses are 9s in a sea of 4s. For you to be so highly regarded, especially by non-majors, is... well, very highly regarded, it seems.
Max? You okay?
Sorry. Long day. You were saying?
I was just telling Moses that he is officially invited to join the Caledon faculty once he becomes Dr. Murphy next year.
Right, the job offer. I remember. I mean... I overheard Vin on a call yesterday. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are very exciting.
This building is the one real investment that Caledon has made in the sciences. With 4 departments under one roof, we need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
I thought most students came to Caledon for liberal arts.
Currently, yes. But if we want to remain competitive and move past the events of last year, Caledon needs to modernize. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
If my students show up and work hard, they receive A's. Art is subjective.
And yet we've managed to judge and critique art for centuries, if not millennia. I see no reason to stop on your account.
Max isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
It's not that I doubt your talent, Max. You're just a beneficiary of her short-sightedness. I mean, an instructor with no teaching experience or terminal degree, living rent-free in the house that was once reserved for visiting luminaries? It's like, how was this allowed to happen?
Wow. I do not remember this conversation being such a disaster.
Well, duty calls. Moses, contact my office if you have any questions about the offer.
Man, that guy is just dying to fire me.
You already knew about my job offer. But you had to remember, so... You're not rewinding from later today, are you?
You're good. I'm back from Sunday.
Did you jump back into a photo? We agreed that that was too dangerous.
If you saw the alternative, I think you'd agree it was worth the risk.
What happened? Did something go wrong with the gallery show?
No, the show was great, incredible, but while I was gone, something at Caledon went very, very wrong. There was a protest about something. It turned into a riot. By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally, it is a bit more abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you. Moses, I'm sorry, but I saw you.
Oh. Wow. Where was I?
On the roof. I tried to help, but I couldn't get inside.
Working on a Sunday. I need more hobbies. Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
I wasn't sure if I should. I've used my powers to save people before. It doesn't always end well.
Yet you came back here. And I'm glad you did.
I've never felt so powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of. So, where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues, talk to suspects without rousing suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work. Moses is right. I need to be prepared for this weekend. Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z. Tony and Moses make it look easy. How do you keep somebody that close for that long? Moses is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Sophie, if she ever comes back. Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest. You really understand how I'm feeling right now? Turtle strapped to a rocket booster? Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. Yasmin has been through hell in the last year. Not that she didn't deserve some of it, but still. When I, split reality in two and then mashed it back together, it wasn't exactly seamless. I offered to help him finish it, but Moses likes the reminder that all those crazy memories really happened. We've covered a lot of ground these past months together. People started talking about Safi's death like it was a bad dream. Then they stopped talking about it at all. Yeah. About that whole avoid section. No crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been testing my powers. That's something. I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing. No correlation yet. After everything with the timelines last year, Moses thinks my powers might have evolved in other ways. Not sure if I want to know if he's right. I was really worried when Moses said I should practice my powers. But he was sure we could do it safely, and so far, he's been right. You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Ugh. Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment. Time to fire up my rewind powers so I can grab that index card before Moses rips it. Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fire flinger did the deed. Don't worry, Swordmaster Frostbite. I'll find your killer. Are you my mystery killer? Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow? Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find... Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer? Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open? Yoink!
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai, but anime can surprise me. Safi's been radio silent for almost a year. I wish we knew where she was. How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing. I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself. A high school girl? The plot thickens. But what's her name? Here she is. But what's your name, young lady? Mina Hiramatsu. If I make it through this weekend, I promise to marathon your work with Moses. Okay, ask me.
Who killed Swordmaster Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct! Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
What is he up to now? Mina Hiramatsu. If you want me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear. Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike. You just love watching me break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the time dojo. Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next few minutes. Need another plan. If I want to get that mug, I'll have to find some way to protect it when it falls. This could protect the mug, if it wasn't currently in pieces. I'll need the mug intact to give it to Moses. How can I keep it from breaking? This could protect the mug, if it wasn't currently in pieces.
Get us out of here!
If I want to get that mug, I'll have to find some way to protect it when it falls. Is this a bonus rewind test? Did you want the mug to fall?
No. That's just a lucky break.
Yes!
Max, you have to unbust the door.
What? Fixing it wasn't part of the test?
I think you know that it was. Thanks. I'll put the kettle on. Meet me on the X when you're ready.
Probably not a buried treasure, but you never know.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to teleport to this side of the room in a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
Moses!
It does that sometimes. I'm gonna count to 3.
Moses!
Ah!
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Guess I'll have to do this myself.
Ah!
Moses, unplug the kettle!
Max, why'd you leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Well, thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate last time, but it didn't combust. I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.